Oh 7 Commander, and welcome to the highlights video for the race day number 3 in the Scarab Mastery Championship. This third race day was absolutely fantastic as racers tackled the Zon Legacy Stadium by means of a single time trial urban parkour stage, a live race urban parkour stage, and finally a live race where racers fly their way across the tarmac, which is the Zon Legacy Speedway. The time trial stage for this one was a massive challenge as it challenged racers to make their way up a vertical wall climb before landing on a designated chimney before tackling the rest of the course. Out of 9 racers, only Shay, Blackwood and Osashus managed to complete the time trial with a mere second between their runs. Let's go and check out their runs side by side to find out exactly where the difference was. All racers at the start opted to go for a driving technique. Osashus, the only one to implement flying here already. The risk there is bouncing badly on the ledge, which gives you a hard time approaching the 45 degree. Bouncing onto the 45 degree, you want to avoid, you want to stick your wheels, taking the damage so you get all the drive up the wall. If you slow down there, you don't get up on this vertical wall as easily as you should. Osashus gets a really good run and spends most of his time negative boosting towards the chimney, which is really good. Shay struggles a little bit to get his orientation and as a result spends a long time in the air as we see Osashus making a U-turn and already jumping down even before Shay lands on the chimney. Osashus making his way now in between the two buildings to go ahead and land on the pipes while Shay only just lands on the platform, spins out a little bit as we wait for Osashus to land. Now this is where it goes sideways for Osashus a little bit as he spins out and lands on the back and struggles to regain control of the Scarab. Shay had been practicing all weekend, landing right in between the pipes there, playing Scarab pinball to cancel out any momentum he has. Osashus getting a good run off the building, right at the edge, rolling left and boosting as we now see Shay following him as he is trying to catch back up. Osashus with a good landing on the front wheels, doesn't bounce off the end. Shay had been struggling with that but nails it during live race. Both racers here have to land somewhere on the building and both opting to land as far onto the building as they can. Both have to land on the tents as well, but this is where again it goes a little sideways for Osashus. The clipping there on the tent is a big struggle as Osashus gets ever closer. Who finishes first? There we have it, the finish for Osashus, and there's the finish for Shay. Just a second in between. Incredibly impressive. And that means that Osashus walks away with 3 points and Shay walks away with 2 points. Nobody else finished and no more points were given away in stage 1 on race day 3. Never in the Scarab Mastery have we had a finish this close. Now we'll switch over to the live urban parkour stage with commentary from the day itself. 3, 2, 1, go! Everybody on their way. Osashus with a good first gap. Shay right behind. We see a couple of shields going off right behind there. Let's see how this track develops. People staying pretty clear. Some flying going on. Be careful with the landings when you do decide to fly. There's 2 people going through the door together there. That's probably Captain and Ariri. Osashus still in the front. Shay right behind. Let's see what lines they go for. Osashus going left. Shay going right. Let's watch them jump up on the building. Shay hitting the side of the hangar door. That's gonna lose him a lot of time. Osashus getting a clean run up onto the building. Red Thrusters, I think that's Captain MD. No, Terrorcitic in second place, doing a good job. Let's watch the leaderboards develop as we see Osashus developing a good distance over everybody else. Currently they're making their way across the building jumps. Captain MD in a good second spot as we see Osashus leaping from building to building. Currently about 1 jump of distance between Osashus and Captain MD. Reminder for everybody, if you do fall off, you can get back on. Just be sure to get back on where you fell off so you don't miss any waypoints. 6 kilometers left in this race. Osashus still in front and Captain MD about 300 meters behind. And 200 meters behind that is Shay. Shay will be looking to make up ground. 100 meters behind Captain MD now. About to overtake MD, I think. We're going to stay with Osashus here in first place. And watch him complete the course, hopefully. As he is probably coming up on, the last building now. Now for him, he needs to jump onto the ledge there Doesn't matter where you land underneath, you can go anywhere you want as long as you drive onto the ledge at some point. Osash's 4.5 km remaining. Shay in second place now, 4.8 remaining. Captain MD very close to Shay still with also 4.6 remaining as the kilometers are ticking down. We're going to sit in place here for a little bit and see what that distance looks like, as Osash's here needs to jump up onto the ledge. It's a difficult one. Racers need to be really careful not to bounce off the wall. That's the trickiest part. Osash's taking it real gentle. Obviously not wanting to make a silly mistake here as he hits the corner. Shay getting really close now behind him. Just 100 meters. Shay doing a really good job at catching back up to Osash's, as both Osash's Shay clip in the building a little bit, getting sent sideways. Still though, almost falling off the building, but he's okay. Correcting himself. We're going to check in with Osash's, who is zigzagging. Make sure to drive between the scaffolding for anybody that doesn't know the track. You need to stay in between the metal pillars, the scaffolding bits, at all times. Zigzagging your way across between buildings. So you're driving through the scaffolding as a tunnel before jumping to the next building. When you reach the buildings without any scaffolding, you can land anywhere on the building. It doesn't matter. Land anywhere and jump to the next building. Lots of people don't even know that all this stuff is up here, but it is a beautiful bunch of stuff to use in races. Osash is now 1.7 kilometers remaining and Shay 2.1, so about 400 meters behind. Ephemeris overtaking Shay, 200 meters now ahead. And that means about 2 buildings worth of jumping between Osash's and Ephemeris. Osash is obviously looking to pace himself. How fast does he need to go in order to stay in first place? Wanting to take it gentle enough to not make mistakes, but not too slow in order to lose that first place. Currently 300 meters in front of the second place, and Shay now 300 meters behind second place. Osash is now finishing the run. Congratulations to Commander Osash's with a second first place finish in today's race day. We're waiting for Ephemeris here then to take second place. Congratulations as he finishes.
Good job, Ephemeris.
Thank you.
We see coming in, is that Captain MD overtaken Shay then, it looks like. Yep, that's Captain MD coming in for a third place. Congratulations. And there is Shay with a fourth place.
Good race, guys.
So that was incredibly cool to watch. Originally designed as a time trial, converting this into a live race urban parkour in order to speed up the events really made this one an even bigger spectacle to watch. Big congrats to Osash's for finishing in first place, Ephemeris for finishing in second, Captain MD for third, and finally Shay with a surprising fourth place as he struggled with a list of collisions trying to catch up to Osash's early on. The rest of the racers did not finish within the allotted time, so let's move on to the live tarmac race. This one I'll slice up, showing you the highlights with live commentary from the day, as it takes a good 15 minutes to complete the 5 laps. A complete upload will take place separate on the channel though, so don't worry about missing out. 3, 2, 1, go! And we're off for the Zon Legacy Speedway race. 5 laps around the tarmac as we see everyone with a clean start. One guy going on the left of the light posts, and that's not okay. You need to go back. You're currently in second place. You skipped the light post. Osash is in first place, and so whoever clipped Osash's, you need to go all the way back to the left, to the beginning. Osash's in first place, clean first place. Making the turn around the right, we see Shay Donald Anderson, I believe, in second place. He's got a lot of distance on the one in second place, and that guy is clipping out. Is that Donald Anderson?
Yes.
All right, Donald Anderson is in second place, also correctly on the leaderboard, as we see then Terrasitic overtaking him.
Excuse me.
Terrasitic now making his way to the back U-turn. Osash is already... Okay, Terrasitic spinning out as we see Osash is hitting the straight. As I mentioned earlier, it's all about flying as optimally in a straight line as you can. Osasha spins out as he clips with the front. No problem, no gates missed. He can keep going. He gets back, climbs on the road, makes his way through the gate. Luckily for him, he's got quite a lot of distance to Terrorcitic behind him. We're gonna wait for everybody to hit the next marker. We see a couple of jumps in the leaderboard though, but they all get cleaned up as soon as the drivers reach their checkpoints. We see Osasha's with a really good drifting U-turn, a little bit wide maybe, but looking good, very clean. Now on the last straight before the finish, another good opportunity to get some flying speed in there to get a little bit faster than the maximum 38-ish meters per second. Right turn to the finish. Fat Haggard then definitely in second place with very close behind him Ephemeris. Wow, what a neck-on-neck race here for these two. We'll follow them around a little bit. Fat Haggard going wide there, Ephemeris taking the inside line. Doing an excellent job there, overtaking Fat Haggard around the dome. Ephemeris now in second place with a good gap to Fat Haggard behind him. Spins out though. You gotta go between the light posts. He does that. Excellent correction there for Ephemeris. Fat Haggard also spinning out, getting stuck on the ledge. Wow, as we see racers approaching now fast right behind. Terrorcitic very close to Fat Haggard, getting an excellent drift through the turn. Let's see if he can use the overspeed on Fat Haggard. As both of them are doing the flying. Right behind Terror we see, I believe, Shay. Maybe it was Shay then who skipped that light post in the beginning, trying to make up ground. As we enter lap number 3. Who spun out there? Haggard then spinning out between the dome and the building. It is a really challenging spot to go between. The race is not over though, as we do see plenty of people making little mistakes here and there. Terrorcitic making his way around the bend there, onto the straight. Fat Haggard right behind him. Terrorcitic just completing the 180 turn. Fat Haggard with an excellent jump up on the ledge, getting his SRV oriented into the right direction real quick. Terrorcitic hunting down Ephemeris. There's not more than 100 meters between them, I think. Ephemeris spinning out a little bit there. Losing ground now. We see Terrorcitic with the move. How is he going to pass Ephemeris here? Not hitting each other is super important. Terrorcitic opting to drive around as he overspeeds anyway. Obviously wanting to try and avoid the airtime there, because then dodging someone is really difficult. Ephemeris trying to clutch that second place, trying to fly his way to get back up to speed. Let's see what this means for Fat Haggard. Can he get close to Ephemeris? As Terrorcitic now in second place is going around the dome. Terrorcitic hitting the dome maybe on the side there. Getting slowed down a little bit. We see Ephemeris getting close, but also getting sent into a twist now sideways as he approaches Terrorcitic, was unable to complete the overtake as he bleeds all his speed on the skid there. We're watching Fat Haggard, and I think that's Shay as well. Shay with the lights on, overtaking Fat Haggard, making up the ground around the dome. What can Shay do here as he chases down Terrorcitic in second place? It'll be interesting to see. Obviously, I think Shay, having to make up a lot of ground, is on his way now to do so. Can still clutch the second place if he can hunt down Terrorcitic. That's Osasha's closing the 4th lap and hitting the final lap. Coming around the dome, we see Terrorcitic and Shay. both with their lights on. Let's see who comes out in front here. It looks like that's still Terror with the ever recognizable red taillights. Still clutching that second place. Shay with a good turn drift around that 180 bend as well. Hunting down Terror. Terror will be feeling the hot breath down his neck. Shay going a little bit wide there, almost clipping the light post. That sent Shay a little bit into his skid. He corrects, but that does give Terror some extra breathing room. Shay boosting very hard. Shay doing something that I haven't seen anybody do, nor did I know it was possible, going in between the beam of that really difficult to avoid building as you come off the straight. That was really impressive. Oh, who blew up there?
Ephemeris.
Oh no, we see Ephemeris. We saw you passing on the left side of the screen on the straight. What happened?
I took a bad crash in the 4th lap and then a small ding in the 5th that killed me.
Wow.
Dang.
I didn't expect casualties on this run. We see Terror now coming close to the dome. We see him, due to some networking, driving sideways. Obviously, that is not the case. We see Shay very close, though. Very, very close to overtaking Terror. But you will have to be conscious about not clipping him as he tries to overtake him. Shay going for the airtime. Terror staying on the ground. Can Shay nail it? Can he avoid hitting Terror as he tries to overtake him? Trying to fly, if he goes wide. And as a result, he skids out a little bit and again fails to overtake Terror. That's a really difficult thing for him to do in that turn, because if he just continues to drive the same way Terror was, he is going to hit Terror. So he has to try and fly, but then in the air you go wide, so you have to take a lot more travel time. Oh, Sashas, did you get the finish yet?
I am finished, yep.
Ephemeris then with the first and only DNF so far. As we see Terror now coming up to the final turn of the race. Osashas about 75 meters behind him, so incredibly close. Congratulations to Terror Siddiq for finishing in 2nd place and Shay for finishing in 3rd place. Fat Haggard then coming in for a 4th place finish. Congratulations, Fat Haggard.
Nice job, Haggy. That was a fun course, though. There's a lot of high
Holy
speed.
smokes, watching this is incredible. What an incredible final stage of the day that was. Looking at the championship scores then, after a 3rd race day, and we can see that Osashas takes the lead with as little as 2 points over Shay Blackwood. We see Skur in 3rd place, but with him unable to continue the championship, 3rd place remains up for grabs as we see Donald Anderson with a substantial gap of 7 points in the lead for that 3rd place. After this exciting race day, it is time to enjoy a welcomed break in the racing schedule. No races during the weekends of Christmas and the New Year. Instead, we'll be back with a race on the 9th of January with a sweet 1G race day, 1 time trial and 2 rallycross races across dirt and tarmac. Wishing you the merriest of Christmases and a beautiful 2021, rid of COVID and all the other craziness we endured this turbulent year.